Off we go on EA Sports. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. Fifth season quarterback, but Greg, just his second as a starter, waited his turn and had a really good first year as a starter.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
Now Madden won a rushing title wearing silver and black. Here's Josh Jacobs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. He's going to tuck it and go.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. The man in motion is Watson. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Catch made there by Watson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. That's John Jenkins, the big defensive tackle, swallowing him up. They face 2nd down and 7. The man in motion is Watson. On play action, Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That one taken in. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Packers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Here's Greg Joseph for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the first tight end taken back in April. It's Brock Bowers.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. It's a gain of 34.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
First and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. Back to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's caught by Abdullah. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Nixon on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over now for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Off he goes. A big gainer for Green Bay. 33 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Toward the middle, that one caught by Watson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Love. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
On is Joseph for the extra point. He's got it, and the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. We are through one. 14-7 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On the ground, it's Madison. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now faking the give. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. Seems like they got a little lazy. They got locked in on maybe 1 or 2 of the offensive targets. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's a run. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On 4th down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Raiders are back within 4 at 14-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Divine Diablo there to make the play. Second down and 8. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing now from the gun. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On fourth down, last year's All-Pro punter A.J. Cole on now for the Raiders. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
A throw on the move is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing on second down, Love. This one is caught by Reed.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. To the left side, in the hands of Watson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, they'll come up on a second down and 8. To throw is Love. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Here's Joseph now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense headed back to take over once more. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
This one complete to Bryant. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's on for the second time to try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's Christian Watson and the rest of the Packer offense heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. To throw is Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Here's Love. Go right back to Musgrave. He's got it again. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Throwing is Love. This one up top for Dobbs. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Halftime now at Lambeau, and the Packers are on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love.
We get back underway here on EA Sports. Abdullah now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Lucas Van Ness, the former first-round pick, there to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard.
think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
To the goal line and in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
On is Joseph for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Tight end motioning left. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll run with Madison. And he will dive into the end zone. Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On play action, Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On first down, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders are able to cut into the deficit.
Raiders 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Here's Joseph now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Packers are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. On the give, this is Madison. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with Madison. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Third down and 9. He'll look to throw. He gets this complete, finding Adams. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Vegas.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
To the right side, hauled in by Myers.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On the handoff, it's Madison. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. A run here with Abdullah. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Adrian Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. Man in motion here is Tucker. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Adams.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Hey, Greg, this has been something to watch. Let's go through some of these highlights. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
And this is one of those games where dreams are a reality, Mike, and you just can't ever predict when you're going to have a game like today, where just every play call, every ball that you throw, every option that you have downfield is wide open and productive. It's pretty incredible, the ability for them to continue to have their way with this defense, because barring some sort of change from this secondary where they come up with some answers, I don't even think they're done scoring just yet.
Dobbs headed in motion. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a run with Abdullah. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Adrian Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Madison. Strong running there. Pushing his way forward to gain a couple. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the... A lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. Once again, it's Jacobs. Gets to the edge at the 30. Wanarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Toward the middle, that one caught by Watson.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, here comes Jacobs.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Now Love. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. He's got it at the 3. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Joseph's kick is good. And the Packers will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
3rd and long. Back to throw. High throw, but it's reeled in. Gain of 16 for the man who wears 16. And a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find...
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll get this complete to his tight end Bowers. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal. Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. He's to midfield.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. the handoff. This is Jacobs. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. They'll run with Jacobs. Powering forward. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. On is Joseph for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Raiders offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Jacobs. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. like he's going to lose a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. This isn't going to work out much better either. Stop right at the line of scrimmage this time. No gain, tough sequence, and that brings up 4th down. So, it's a win for the Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.